The Chicago Sky get their second win in a row in the midst of a three stretch of games, which they can all definitely win. And Chicago Sky keep trying to create separation between them and the Atlanta Dream to secure their spot in the playoffs. Wins like this are very important. We're going to talk about it, break it all down, have some fun, as only we can do right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. Kev, man, big win over the Wings today. The Sky looked dominant in this, as close to dominant as you can call the Chicago Sky. This is exactly really what we kind of needed from the Chicago Sky in a game like this one. How'd you feel about this? You were live calling the game over with the fellas. How you feeling, brother?
I mean, it was a wire-to-wire situation, and you don't really see that with the Chicago Sky. Pretty much 95% of this season has been 3-point, 4-point, 5-point games. So it felt good to be able to just chill and relax and not have too much pressure on the situation. I like what I saw from Lizzie. I like, of course, Kennedy Carter. And pretty much the bench. The only person that didn't score today that played was Lotto. That was it.
Calling her Lotto still is crazy. Yeah, man. Listen, and the big performance from Isabel Harrison getting her first start with the Chicago Sky today. 9 for 18 from the field, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, only 1 turnover. She was plus 16 on the court with 21 points. You also had Camila Cardoso with 10 and 11 in this game, also chipping in 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks as well. How'd you feel about Camila Cardoso? This is the type of matchup that Cardoso has had some problems with, especially with McCowan in this game. This is a big physical presence, and she really matched that physicality today, I think, pretty well.
Oh yeah, Cardoso is a future defensive player of the year in his league. You can tell that she's ready for that. Offensively, she still has some work to do, but I think she's going to reach expectations on both of those aspects. And tonight, you just saw it. She clawed the paint. She didn't let them get inside. Dallas had no answers for the Chicago bigs whatsoever between her and Izzy. I like what I saw from both of them. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, and with Izzy's ability to actually, take some shots in mid range, it could help kind of open the paint even up more for Camila Cardoso. And we got to see Cardoso pass a little bit more today, especially on a play to Isabel Harrison. But we also got to talk about the performance because it's been up and down. She got a DNP in the last game. Dana Evans, 11 points off the bench for the Chicago Sky today. How'd you guys feel about the performance of Dana Evans?
Go ahead, Stevo.
She did her thing. She did her thing for the most part. 3 for 4 from 3. Can't ask much more from that. And she was pretty much on attack mode for the most part, and that's what we pretty much been asking her for. Don't come in try to play make. Don't come in try to do what you're good at. Attack on the offensive side of the ball and defend. That's all she did. She didn't make many mistakes today, and that's what's good. But shout out to the whole bench for giving us 23 points tonight because it was well needed.
Yeah, you need that bench performance, and we haven't always gotten that very well over the course of the season. But go ahead, Big Kev, how you feel about Camilla's contribution?
What we talking about, Camila? We talking about
Dana, Camilla, Dana
Evans. Honestly, bro, the Sky could have came in and rolled over, especially with the news that our Angel Reese was going to be out, and Dana Evans was one of those players that came in and picked up the slack from a scoring perspective, and they didn't hurt the game today. Like, there weren't many turnovers. They went out there and took care of business, and those threes that Dana Evans hit were shot with confidence off the dribble in a couple of cases as well. I'm not mad at it, bro. Like, for real. Even with Lotto not making any shots, it was a complete team effort tonight. Because one of the shots that Lotto shot went in and out. She had a good opportunity. It went all the way around and came out, but it felt good when she shot it. So I ain't mad at her. And Angel being at the game, she was hyping these guys. She was really, really getting them into the game as well. Every time they did something good, you saw her jumping up and down, encouraging them to keep going. For people that's saying that she quit on the team, stop it.
Oh yeah, that's just foolish to say that at this point. I think everybody should know better than that. Kennedy Carter is such the engine of the Chicago Sky's offense. Like, there's just no way around that, right? 10 for 17, 28 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists as well from Kennedy Carter in this game. Like, Kennedy Carter has not always been the best when passing the ball. She seemed like since she's come back with injury to kind of keep her head up more, and you could tell that maybe that was a conversation whatever during the All-Star break of just getting the ball to your bigs more consistently, because now that Kennedy's using her drives to be able to also open up passing lanes for players. And I'll tell you what, a whole season of this, and we still add another good point guard as well, the offense can look completely different next season.
And that was the thing, because I remember C-Dubs asking us, like, do we necessarily still need, because we've seen that improvement. And I think, like, the game is just, like, we still forget that Kennedy is still a young player. So despite how good she already is, she could get better. And I'm still thinking she's still figuring some things out.
Quick. I got to cook a dumbass. First of all, is your name Bunny Ip Dan? First of all, bitch boy, shut the fuck up, because we are extremely happy over there. Like, you're just a fucking idiot trying to look for an angle. Here's the thing. Look for an angle to find yourself a meaningful life, because being here trying to troll us is just going to get you cooked, my boy. And it's bad enough that you pick a dumbass username like that. So Dan, Danny, Daniel, whatever your name is, dipshit, watch yourself before you get cooked. Continue, Stevo.
Fun dip Dan is crazy. But yeah, it was just a good contribution from everybody. And yeah, like I don't know why people trying to make this. I just got to address it because he's saying stupid shit like that. We just blew out a motherfucker the last game. So that narrative y'all are already saying is just stop. It's right there. It shows. It's in your page. The proof is in the pudding.
You know what?
And they face off against the Dallas Wings. Like, let's be clear here. Like while they're playing a lot better right now, it's not like they're like, come on now. Like, y'all
know what it is. Y'all know what it is. These dudes are they look at Angel Reese and they find her attractive, and they don't know what to do with that. They don't know what to do with it. We go ahead.
Like you said, they get rejected in their dreams, and that's the fucked up part.
How you gonna dream about somebody and still get shut down?
Janera over here saying they got the Oedipus complex. That's wild, my boy.
They probably do, because like at this point, nothing. You shouldn't. First of all, if you're not fans of you shouldn't be here. I'm not in no goddamn Connecticut Sun win column or column when they just won or lost, because that's not my team.
Yeah.
Why are y'all here? That's another, like, yo, just do what you gotta do. Y'all let a 22-year-old woman fuck with y'all so mentally. It's quite sad. And all of y'all are men. Yeah,
and they're not. That's the sad part. But they're men, but they're not athletic. They be going to other men and asking them to open up pickle jars and shit. Like, what's wrong with them, bro?
You said they grown ass men going in there asking men to get stuff off the top shelf for them.
Right. And then you got a nigga, you got this nigga coming in talking about oops. Nigga, you was a oops. You weren't supposed to be here. That's why you named yourself fucking oops. You was an accident. You was supposed to be on the cover, but you made it in somehow.
We're real talk, bro. Get up out of here, bro.
That's crazy. We're just gonna be cooking people all the rest of the season, and that's perfectly fine. It is what it is, man. But anyway, to get back on the game, bro, like forget the idiots in the chat, because at the end of the day, they had to come here, right? Because you know what it is.
Hey, click the like button, by the way, while you're here.
Yeah. So anyway, with that said, man, but to get back on this, how you guys feeling about the rest of the season? So we know we got the Mystics coming up. That is definitely a winnable game. We got the Lynx and the Mercury, and then the Atlanta Dream, which we do now have a 1.5 lead over the Atlanta Dream, with them losing today and us winning. How you guys feeling about the remaining push to the playoffs?
With Kennedy Carter, I feel like every game is winnable. Everyone. Like she's a bucket. Like, she's a bucket. That's what they were missing on that 7-game losing streak. And to be 100, if she wasn't hurt and sick during that process, we would be talking about.
Hold on, I gotta stop you again, because this dumbass. First of all, we don't hate Clark. We actually give Clark her flowers here pretty regularly, and that's part of the problem. You're projecting your dumbassery on other See, we're actually grown ass men who watch sports and know that you don't have to hate somebody else to talk good about another player. So we actually don't hate Clark. If you go back and look in our archives, we give Clark her flowers every time she breaks a record, because again, only dumbasses, children, mama's boys, and remedial dumbasses have to feel like they have to shit on another player. And guess what? On top of that, even if we did dislike Clark, We don't go around to Indiana Fever podcast and be in the comment section every time she makes a turnover. Like, hey,
look at her turnover.
Listen, like you got to calm down. Just
And
because you sit around as a grown man and rub your nipples to women on sports because you can't get none, it's okay, bro. Just live your life. But you're barking up the wrong tree here, boy.
It's proved to what C-Dub went on his whole rant in the live stream. He can't stand niggas like you. We like her. We don't like niggas like you. We don't like
exactly.
And it's not that we don't. It's not that we want or don't want Caitlin Clark. Your problem is that you wish you did want Caitlin Clark, and you don't. You want,
and she ain't even looking at your ass.
You want Angel Reese, and it bothers you that she's so attractive. But you can't help it. It bothers you, bro. Just let it go. She's out of your league. Just let it go.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid.
Nigga, JUCO niggas out his league. Fuck is we talking about?
First of all, and see, even supporters can get kicked too. Because first of all, boxing and bulldogs, shut your bitch ass up. Add that to the B. Because first of all, you don't tell us this ain't you. Stick to sports. First of all, this is our podcast. We run and operate this. We'll talk about whatever we goddamn well please. If you don't like it, that's fine. We fully understand that some people don't like cursing in their sports talk. This ain't the spot for you. Go over to some CHGO got you. They got a wonderful Sky Pass. You can go over there and hang out with their asses because they won't cook your dumb fucks. We will. That's the difference about here at Chicago Sky Central. We ain't trying to be ESPN. We us. Now, go ahead, continue.
Go tend to your damn dogs.
Yeah,
but it go ahead, Kev.
What were we talking about? I'm sorry.
I don't know, but now you got me. Now I'm about to flame you. Why you got on a Bears hat with a Sky shirt on?
Because the Bears won.
Okay, I feel the logic. Go ahead. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, brother.
It bottled his whole process. That nigga had something ready to say, and that nigga said, "Damn."
I was like, oh, I can't fight. I'm not even gonna fight the logic on that.
It won, bro. I'm still feeling that. That was a tough win for the Bears. But at the end of the day, man, the Chicago Sky are fighting, and that's all we can really hope for. They're keeping the small, slim lead that they have for the playoffs. That's what it is, bro. They went out there and they put together a complete game for one of the few times that they've done it this season. A whole game, 2 halves. They was up by double digits at halftime. They won by double digits. They didn't give the lead up. They didn't have to fight back from a double-digit deficit. Everybody was clicking on all the cylinders. And whenever you needed a bucket, Kennedy Carter went and got one for you. So I'm happy with what I saw from the Sky today, bro. I'm not thinking about Kennedy Carter. I'm sorry, Caitlin Clark or any other team. I'm happy the Atlanta Dream lost. I'm thinking about them. But at the end of the day, Chicago Sky knocked out the Dallas Wings from the playoffs, and they picked up a half a game on Atlanta. That's all that really matters, bro.
And that's tough. It's tough because it's not too many times we score 90 points in the game, and we scored 92 points. So we was very efficient. We made our shots. We made our free throws. We played sound defense, and we just came to work. And that's the great thing about it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what you need to do at this point in the season. Like, you need to, if you want to make these playoffs, you need to win your winnable games. If they can win against the Mystic and then turn around, and I know they got games in between that, but then win against the Atlanta Dream as well, that may be enough to create your separation to get in the playoffs. And and I saw somebody left a comment earlier. I meant to pin it, but I couldn't. As far as they said, well, with Angel now out, maybe we just tank and get the best pick. Well, keep in mind, we can't do that too much because the Dallas Wings own the right to swap our pick. So if we were to do that, that's why at this point the Sky might as well just fight and compete as hard as they can for the experience, for just the fact of the competitive nature of the sport. And if you can get Camilla, Kennedy, any of these other ladies, Michaela, playoff experience, it probably only end up being 2 games or whatever, but you do that.
Now, because Jay Capone just reminded me, because somebody asked me, we don't know how detriment this injury is going to be for Diamond, but let's say she is out for a hard time. What should be our hardship? What should be some players we target at? I already said immediately Mo Billings. I've been asked for her. Who do you have anybody in mind in case we have to do that? Because we are running out of short on players.
Well, I don't think they grant hardships this late into the season.
Well, they're going to have to if you don't have enough roster spots that's available to play.
I mean, if that's, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care. I mean, it's for 5 games. I wouldn't mind Mo Billings. Like if they do grant a hardship, I'm not mad at Mo Billings. I'll mind
Yeah,
Mo sign for the rest of the year. All right.
I didn't see that. I'm just checked the transactions as of today, and as of August 25th, Mo Billings was released by Phoenix Mercury, and I ain't seen nothing since.
Yeah, I don't see anything
Just
either. So
yeah. So as far as I think she's still, yeah, I think she's free. That's not what I see.
oh no, looks like she signed. Well, this was 2 weeks ago that she signed with the Mercury.
What week was I'm looking? I'm on the actual the website of transactions said she was released August 25th.
Oh well, what I'm seeing. This article was released August 25th. It says Mo Billings decided to remain with Mercury after signing a new contract. I don't know.
Okay, dude. Okay, I see. It says signs the rest of the season contract. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So
Mo Billings is out of the question, but I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there they can utilize to fill, that
I
spot.
mean, yeah.
Somebody might get their Odyssey Silves craving that they've been asking for.
Look, it's just you know what we're thinking too much. It's just gonna be Kaiser.
Kai's on the goddamn runway in Paris somewhere. She not even thinking about them niggas. Hey, at this, I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
So this is gonna bring Kaiser back. That's all. But yeah. So do y'all feel confident right now though that the Sky are gonna make the playoffs?
Right now,
I ain't been confident.
because the Atlanta Dream is so ass, I feel way more confident than I felt a week ago. Like when the Sky went on their 7-game losing streak, when they were in the midst of it, I was like, they can't afford to keep losing all these games. But come to find out, yes, they could, because the Atlanta Dream is that bad. Like they're that bad, bro. So I feel like if it comes down to between the Sky and the Dream, the Sky got this.
Okay. Stevo?
I don't know. I wasn't really high on it. I'm kind of in my head was just hoping that Atlanta got better and we got worse and Dallas continued to play bad. So that's kind of what I'm still leaning for. But yeah,
Dallas is out though. They done now.
No, but it's still, I just want them to keep losing because that helps us out more. Because if we keep winning, that can mess up the spotting when it comes to the drafts. That's what I'm talking about.
Double R, you saying Atlanta is not bad? The Sky and Atlanta are bad. I hate to say it to you.
I think what she's saying is they got a lot of talent. They just not a good team though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about results. They're bad.
Yeah.
These guys had an opportunity to literally pick up 3 or 4 games on the Sky, and they didn't. Not one time.
And we beat them one of them times too.
You feel me, bro? Like the Sky were on a 7-game losing streak, and Atlanta didn't pick up a game in that process. Not one.
And if you look at who they played, it wasn't they was beatable team. I mean, Mercury, Indiana Storm, Vegas, they had some tough opponents, but then again, you could have won one.
At least.
That Storm game you could have got that, especially with it being that close. And that Mercury game, if on the 23rd, they should have won. They lost by 1 point.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, bro. They had a chance to take the lead. Like they had a chance to put their destiny in their hands, and they didn't. That they left the Sky with the opportunity to win on them, and that's what's happening.
All I gotta say is I trade Diamond and Dana for Jordan Canada right now. Let's make that deal. Let's make that happen in off season. But we can't even do it because Dana a free agent.
Even today, they blew a 16-point lead. The Atlanta Dream did.
Yep. In the third. That third quarter went straight to hell for them. Tough.
It is what it is, man. But as far as the Sky, our next game is going to be Wednesday. So we don't have another game, so we got a couple of days off. And Wednesday's against the Mystic at 7 p.m. Chicago time. That's at home again for the Chicago Sky. After this, though, after that game, we only got one home game left for the remainder of the season after the game on Wednesday. That's against the Mercury. So Yeah, well, yeah, we are a terrible home team.
I'm
So
about to say that's
yeah.
good. Like they
I get
don't
what you're
need to
getting
play
at
at
with
home.
that. Yeah, I get what you're getting at with that. So we'll see, man. Let's see how they do. Let's hope that get positive returns on injuries as far as like Diamond DeShields. There's nothing major on that one, and we'll see what happens, man. Yeah. No, Northside says Kennedy needs to be she's not a point guard. She's a shooting guard. She's not a. She does not have the. She does not have the passing ability that we need right now with this makeup of the team to be. Now it'd be different if like we had like a point forward, like if we operated like Angel Reese as like a true point forward, then maybe. But no, we need a point guard on this team. Kennedy Carter is not a point guard, and that's fine. I don't mean that as a slight. That's just not her skill set, and that's perfectly fine.
She's just a guard. Like you could be. She's our top guard. And
she's a guard who has passing ability, but she's not the guard that you need to be your passer.
Playmaker.
Yeah. She's not a playmaker. She can pass the ball, but she's like, remember when Mike moved a point guard for like 13 games and had triple doubles and all of that? And it's like, okay, cool. He can do it, but that's not what he's here for.
Right.
That's true. So we'll see, man. But we thank you guys for tuning in with us, man. Make sure you guys are following us at Chicago Sky Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, Chicago Sky Central at gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related, and we'll see you guys next time.
Fucking nigga named